The best club?
Joachim Horsley est compositeur, arrangeur, orchestrateur et pianiste. Il a travaillé avec John Legend et Michael Bublé avant de se consacrer à la musique cubaine. C'est en 2015, au cours d'un voyage à la Havane, qu'il se prend de passion pour la rumba, que l'on retrouve dans son travail Beethoven à la Havane, présenté à la Folle Journée.
I'm Joachim Horsley. I live in Los Angeles. I have a project where I combine classical music and Afro-Caribbean music, and it's called Via Havana. And I'm here at the Folle Journée de Nantes celebrating Beethoven. I have pieces like Beethoven in Havana and other pieces by other composers that combine classical music and Afro-Caribbean rhythms. Yes, this is the first time I've been here. I've been to France many times and played many concerts, but I've never been to this incredible festival.
You like the seventh, yes?
Yes, I do. I like the seventh. I like everything by Beethoven, of course, but this is a great environment. Yeah, it's wonderful. Sure. The first piece on the Via Havana album is called Beethoven in Havana, and it's an arrangement of Beethoven, his Seventh Symphony Movement 2, done in a Cuban rumba style. And like many pieces on the on the Via Havana album, like Beethoven, I take different composers and rework them with Cuban rhythms. And I like to imagine that the composer is actually thriving and living in Cuba, and what would the music sound like if that were the case? Yes. So that's what the concert's like tonight. You'll see that with Mozart and Dvorak and Schubert and others, and of course lots of Beethoven. It's just because it's such a powerful form of music. It has so much energy. It's like a freight train dancing, and I think combined with the elegance of Beethoven, it makes for a really interesting combination. I'm interested in music that blends the extremes of what music can do to get a kind of total sound, if you know what I mean. 3 words?
Yes, just 3 words. And you can explain it, of course.
3 words. Classical Caribbean fire.
Why?
That's what you get. I don't know. That's the best way I can describe it. Other than piano? Yeah. Oh, of course. Well, I love many instruments, but obviously percussion is something I care a lot about, and you'll see in the show tonight there's a lot of percussion that we use with the piano, and of course I would say the instrument that I am really fascinated with right now is the bata drums, which are a specific set of drums. They look like hourglasses, and they're sometimes played in groups of 3, but my percussionist Natasha Rogers plays them stacked on top of each other, orchestrated, and she's playing them like this. They're directly from the Afro-Cuban tradition, and they're incredible. They're a very deep study. Studying of bata is kind of the chamber music of Cuban music, if you know what I mean. And I'm fascinated by it, and it's something I want to bring into the project more and more. My best memories in music? Wow, that's a great question. Well, I'll say one of my best memories was when I went to Cuba in 2015, and I saw traditional rumba ensembles for the first time, and it was in this moment I had, I think, what you call a coup de foudre, and I just fell in love all over again with Cuban music. Even though I'd been studying my whole life, I'd never been to Havana until 2015, and at this moment I decided, if I only have one life to live, I have to do this project where I fuse classical and Cuban music in a way that I imagine. And so that's when the project was born. So I would say that was a pretty amazing moment. The next part, we're going to make another Via Havana album that's already in progress, and we're hoping to have that out around this time next year. The best club? You want to go see shows at the Theater of St. Mark's. Sorry, it's not St. Mark's. It's the Karl Marx Theater, the communist. The theater that's named after him has amazing music, and so this is an amazing place to see music, and the shows there are incredible. But there's so many other small clubs in Havana, and of course it's always changing, but I would think that would be the best place to go.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.